What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Huh? Where are you going?
I'm going to get me some bone fuel.
Well, no, help me take the cowl off.
Hey, check this out.
You gotta help me take the cowl
Check out
off.
this little trick.
What? What are you doing?
Well, I don't like the sun beating directly down on my batteries, especially when I'm trying to charge one of them.
Yeah.
So I just stuck some OSB plywood in there and blocks the sun.
Whatever works, man.
Hey, man, it's redneck engineering's what it
It's
is.
definitely redneck, all right.
Yeah.
Here, come over and help me take this cowl off.
Oh man, you're always needing help.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Everybody needs
you
some
need
help.
to just hire a helper.
Well, maybe.
I mean, come on. Come on! As Ryan from Victory Outdoor Services would say.
Yeah.
Come on! Come on! And he always starts the video with, "Good morning."
He has the same stance on everything.
Go to work. Here, you got it?
No, don't. We got concrete here now.
You got it? Where do you want to put it?
Just set it here real easy, like.
Easy like
Don't scrape
crash!
it. Scrape it all over the
Crash! You don't.
Go on now.
Well, come on!
Come on.
Alright. I'll be back in a little while.
Yeah, you will. Okay, so I had a little slight miss in my motor, and hang on, let me turn some lights on. Even though it's the middle of the day, it gets a little shadowy underneath this deal. See, they got okay, so I had a slight miss on my motor, so I got a 250 ProXs, and it's, you know, an Optimax. It's a two-stroker, and so I thought it kind of sounded like Chuck's, you know, where we had a back coil. I thought, man, I'm gonna, you know, test all my coils. So you could test all these without the computer software. I'm gonna take the plunge and I'm gonna buy a med system. Done decided. I went in and I just bought a computer. I got a call over to CDI. As soon as I get that call back, I'm just gonna go ahead and spend the money and hope for the best. But you can check these CDMs without the software. And so I got a book. Got to have a book, because you're gonna need to get to CDM testing for 5-pin units. Now Chuck's got a video on this, but this is 75 to 250 horsepower models. All right, so they got a little chart. It's like an X, Y axis. So your X is going to be your red lead, and your Y is going to be the black lead. You got 5 pins, so this is testing for a 5-pin CDM. Then they have 4-pin units, and that's a little different chart. It's only 4 pins. This is 5 pins. So it's best to just take them off the engine and then have some little jumper cables. And then you're going to get a meter, and you're going to connect like one of your jumper cables to your red wire, one to your black wire. I think that's the easiest way to do it, because then you can just, a little alligator clip, you can test the leads on here and just be careful and make sure you don't mess them up or anything. But they show you in the thing. See, mine I labeled, or they were, yeah, I labeled them. And I also labeled pins. So this is A. So it's going to be A, B, C, D, E. All right, so I took all mine off. You got your old jumpers, and then you got a chart. And I don't know if I can hold this up where you guys can see the chart, but you can see the chart, red lead, black lead. And they're gonna tell you things like, this is gonna be a tower, meaning just engine ground. So we can do this off the engine just as good. So A to A is going to be X'd out. You're not going to do anything here. So you're going to cross the line all the way down. And then you're going to see, well, pin A, you know, to pin B, we're going to have a resistance between, you know, 8500 and 12K. Then we're going to have no continuity because we're on pin A. And then we're going to say pin D. And then we're going to have a number that's certain resistance. And then pin E is going to have a number certain resistance. And we're going to go all the way down. So I tested mine last night. And I just made a chart. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. So when we're on pin A with the red lead, we're going to read these pins, and then when we're on this one, we're going to read these. Red C, this is how it's going to go. Anyway, you're going to set your meter on something and it'll read, you know, like 200K was fine on mine, I could read it. If you have a digital meter, and I recommend a digital meter. So we got X's are, you know, they're wiped out. This is our X, Y axis. So what I found was that I was okay on all of them. Took a while, but I was all okay on all of them. And I just read the resistances, and I found out that they're all, and it's pretty easy to get this off and do this. So, you know, obviously, make sure all your lines are labeled. So, like this one's 2, you know, and then we got 4, and we got 6. And what I do is I leave this little holder in place. That way I know where it's going to go when I put my coils back on. So this is your coil plate back here. I got a whole bunch of screws, and I'm going to put this back on. I'm going to run it again. Before I do that, I am going to take out all my, because this makes it easy now they're in and out of the way a little bit. So I'm going to take all my spark plugs out. Just take put my peepers on my spark plugs. And then I got a spark plug checker in here that I think does these. Pretty sure it does. And I got some old plugs somewhere down here that they're just NGKs. Let me see real quick if I can find some of these, because I think I kept a few. If not, I'm just gonna go out there and just pull those out of it. But I wanted to make sure my tester will test these first, because I didn't even think about that, you know. Like, I don't know if I stick that in there. See if we can plug it up. No. Let's see if my tester even works. I don't think that's the same plug, but we can find out if it'll work, because that's one of these iridium plugs. So gotta figure out, and I got some stuff laying out here I want to lose. Yeah, this table is a mess. Okay, so I don't know. That's no good. Oh, not on. Yeah. Alright, so I believe it will work. So let me go take out my spark plugs and see if I can't look at them and test them. You can do one at a time or two at a time. It don't matter. All right, 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. And this is how I found them. So there's 1. It's kind of okay. 2 seems to be pretty good. 3 seems a little, maybe a little rich, but not bad. 2 seems pretty good. And so there's 4. Seems a little rich to me. And then 6. So anyway, now I'm throwing this little tester and test them. So let's just do 1 and 3. I mean, they pretty good. So here's 5 and 2. I mean, they seem pretty good to me too. So this would be 4 and 6. Yeah, I mean, they seem pretty good too. Alright, let's see how we did. I don't know, you know, maybe it's new compressor time. Guess I start the water first. I'm gonna